about half the kids in my grade are sexually active, possibly more. So my school's sex ed policy is mostly about safe sex, STDs, what can happen when you're ready, peer pressure, stuff like that.
I don't think any of the kids in my grade are sexually active just because they don't really know a lot about it.
There probably are a few that are sexually active in my school, and there probably is a large group that are very close.
Actually, a lot of kids in my school are sexually active, like probably more than half.
I think probably more than half the kids in my grade are sexually active.
I think my school's sex ed policy is actually pretty helpful because it kind of teaches kids what can happen if they start to experiment a lot.
So I think my school's sex ed policy is helpful because if more than half the kids in my grade and other kids in the school are sexually active, I think they need to know about it and about what can happen.
I think that an abstinence only policy would be far more effective for younger children, which typically starts in 5th or 6th grade education. But I think that really educating about the STDs and possibility of pregnancy, how to prevent pregnancy, things along that line, would be better off taught to maybe when kids hit 6th, 7th, 8th grade in high school.
I think the abstinence-only sex education policy is harmful and not very effective because a lot of the kids that don't know about it and they just hear, like, don't do it, they want to know why.
Some kids are just going to be like, I don't care what you tell me, I'm going to do what I want.
I think schools that teach abstinence only are really setting themselves up for a pretty big disappointment and a lot of kids in potential trouble. I think kids are going to do what they'd like to do.
I think the abstinence-only policy is probably more harmful because I think if kids are going to be sexually active, they eventually do need to know about things, and if you're gonna teach them only don't do it, then they're gonna get stuck in a problem if they do start to become sexually active.
Abstinence only is absurd because we're not going backwards in time. The culture is not going back to a time when that worked. I feel like the more you know in life, the better off you are, so that would apply to sex or any other thing in life.